GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
For the extra point.
Well, it was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
10 at the 42-yard line.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And I think the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
To throw again, Eason. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Eason escaping the pressure right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this one go. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Josh Lambo now for the point after.
The kick is good.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. First down, Colts.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
The tackle.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun is Eason. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Colts 24. Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. The final shot before break. Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again. Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action with Eason. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 47 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Colts 31, Jaguars 24. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Eason. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Jaguars. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
18-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Third down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 52. Watch twist. Watch twist. He's crashing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's in a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
To throw from his end zone, Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Eason. And this one incomplete.
Eason's pass.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
4 yards to go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On downs.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jags, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.